Disney and dog fans, we're back. My name's Hana and this is Gumbo, and we're gonna do our kind of collective Disney themed haul from the past couple of months. I'd say like 2 months or so that I've gotten at the Disney parks, at Hot Topic, Box Lunch, and then kind of various places like eBay and Facebook selling groups. And so let's get on with it. So my latest Disney obsession has been LuLaRoe Disney, and I've gotten a couple things of LuLaRoe from my friends that used to sell them, and mostly they were leggings, but they came out with like a LuLaRoe Disney collection, and I joined a couple of LuLaRoe Facebook groups. So the first one is a classic tee, which is like kind of just their basic tee, and it's kind of black and gray, and it has Mickey Mouse heads all over, and it's kind of cute and just kind of simple and screams Disney. I'm not into the super obnoxious prints that they have. Like they have ones that are like rainbow colored, and that's a little too much for me because I mostly wear like black and gray clothes. So that's the first one. The second one, this one is my favorite, and I spent a little bit too much on this one, but this one is a Bambi and Thumper, kind of like a cartoony print, and this is also classic, but it's in an extra small. So this one is more my size, and then the small is a little bit more baggy, which I'm okay with. And this, I don't know if you guys can see all the cute little Thumpers and Bambis in the tree, so I'm really excited for this one because I love Disney animals. And they don't really have any Disney dogs on their LuLaRoes yet, but they have Bambi as one of their animals, and I think they have a couple 101 Dalmatian, like Cruella de Vil ones as well. And then the last style I got was the Randys, which are my favorite. They're kind of like the quarter, 3/4 sleeve baseball tees. And I normally wear a small, but I got an extra small in this because I couldn't find my size. And it also has Bambi, but it's kind of more of like a realistic Bambi, and there's like 2 expressions of Bambi with some flowers. What happened to your hat? It fell off. He's like, this hat is a kid-sized Disneyland hat. That's for Gumbo, but it's a little too big for him. And he's kind of just tired, as always. So the next thing I got was actually from eBay, and I'd seen these around Instagram and things like that, but apparently they were sold, I don't know if they were sold in Disneyland, but they were sold in Disney World a couple years ago, and they are the Souvenir Mouse ears, and they're like little mini-sized ear hats for like toddlers, or they're just collectibles. So it says collect them, wear them, share them, and they're collectible mini ear hats, and I'll take it out of the box right here. Okay, so here's the little version. As you can see, like this is the kid size version, and this is how Gumbo's like, what is that? This is how small the little version is. And what's really cute about this is it's Pluto, so they have one for all the Fab Five, I believe, and then they have solid colors one as well, like green, black, blue, teal, pink, and things like that. And the reason I got this, it has like a hair clip on the bottom if you wanted to, and it has a strap, but I want to put an elastic on it, and then we can have Gumbo wear them for our videos like this. Like it's just a cute little, it's like an ornament almost, like the little ear hat ornaments, but look how cute it'll be. And it won't be gigantic like this one, this kid-size one. I really want to get his name embroidered on the back too. But what do you think? So another thing I found on eBay when I was just kind of perusing around looking for things that I shouldn't buy. As you guys probably know by the handle and by my shirt that I'm currently wearing, Lady and the Tramp is my favorite movie. And I found this Lady and the Tramp Loungefly backpack. And so they make a lot of these, and they usually sell them at like Hot Topic and Box Lunch, the Loungefly brand. And I've never seen Lady and the Tramp, and I think it's because it was an older release, but I found a seller on eBay that sells like a bunch of these bags. And so I had to get Lady and the Tramp, of course, and it has kind of like Lady and the Tramp just like plastered all over it, which is great to just scream my obsession. Is your hat falling off again, buddy? Here, put it back here. And so it has even Lady and the Tramp on the straps, and it's honestly just like a normal JanSport backpack. It has like one big opening and then the little one. It doesn't even have a sleeve in the inside. Where are you going? There's treats up front, so he like is trying to get the treats. And so yeah, that is definitely going to be a must-wear to the Disney parks. I'm going to Disneyland in February, so in about a month. I think when I'm filming this, it'll be exactly a month from now I'm going. And so I'm gonna be kind of making a little like what I'm bringing to Disney type of deal, and I'll definitely be putting this bag in it. But I'm scratching his face because he loves this. So the first store I'm going to talk about is Hot Topic, and what I like about Hot Topic and Box Lunch is if you don't find anything in the store that's your size, you can actually go and ship it to the store for free via online, and then pick it up for free and not have to pay for shipping. So the first thing I only got 2 things from here, and the first thing is a patch, and I am currently recently obsessed with little patches, and I want to put them on my backpacks, and Gumbo has hiking backpacks that he wears that I like to stick hiking patches on. So the first one is a Lilo and Stitch patch, and it says Lilo and Stitch and has some little flowers and says Hawaii, and it has Stitch's face in the middle. So I want to kind of put this on, like, and they go really good in like jean jackets or jean pants. So I am a collector of these. I don't really put them on anywhere yet because I'm trying to collect a bunch and then figure out where's the best place to put them. So there's one for my patch collection. And the next thing I got was when they're having a sale online on their tank tops. And it's from Lion King, and it says, I walk on the wild side, I laugh at the face of danger. And it's what Simba says in the elephant graveyard, which is kind of the funniest, my favorite quote, I would say, in the movie, except for Hakuna Matata, but that's kind of basic. And so it's kind of like a typography type of shirt, and I like that it kind of doesn't scream Lion King, like it's not obviously Simba's face on here, but if you knew the quote, you would kind of understand it. Obviously, it's Timon and Pumbaa there. And the tank top's really nice. I didn't notice it had this on the back until I bought this. It has kind of like a lace on the back, and it has Simba right there. It has Simba, and it has the sun, and it has the little Simba drawing that Rafiki does. I don't know if you guys can see it there. Yeah, I didn't notice that had it on the back. I just saw this on the front and needed to get it. And so I went to 2 different trips to Box Lunch. So the first thing I got was a Pop Funko of Doug from Up. And I love Doug. He's probably one of my favorite Pixar characters because hello, Golden. But look at this. He is literally Doug, and he loves tennis balls and everything. So this is Doug. And he also has a version of him in the Cone of Shame, which I have not seen yet, but I had to get this one. So I don't have a really good place to put them right now. So I'm thinking either over there above my fireplace or something. I want to find a good way to kind of have these out, and if we move in the near future, I didn't want to have to pack them back up. So I'm keeping them in their boxes for now until I find a better place to put them. And on that topic of Up, the next thing I got was a shirt from Hot Topic and Box Lunch. And sorry, it's a little bit wrinkly because it's been sitting in this bag for a while, and it is a shirt of Russell and Doug, and it's kind of cute because it's Russell with this little trumpet, and he's the little wilderness explorer, and then there's kind of Doug, and it's a very sketch type of art. Going on the patch craze, I got another patch which you can't see here, so I'll take it out here, and these are iron-on patches. These are iron-on patches, and it is another Lilo and Stitch patch, and it's Stitch with a pineapple, and I love it because pineapples are kind of Hawaii, and Dole Whip is obviously originally from Hawaii. So it kind of has the Hawaiian flower with Stitch, and he's kind of yay. So this is kind of a cute Dole Whip Hawaiian Stitch patch that I want to put on a backpack, and I'll probably put it with the other Stitch patch I have. And the next thing I got was a mug because I kind of have a mug obsession, and the weird thing is I don't drink coffee or tea. The only mug related drink I ever drink is hot chocolate, and I rarely drink that either, but I don't actually have real glasses at home. I only have mugs. So I drink juice, I drink water out of mugs, and it's because they're a lot more fun than just having normal cups. And this one features Pluto, and it has Pluto's signature in the middle, and it's kind of a sketch of Pluto, and he looks really sad in all of these, so it makes me a little sad. But it says things, it's kind of his anatomy, usually 3 wrinkles in snout, but only 2 from this angle, and it has little kind of designer sketches, and I really love art, so this was kind of a good thing. And the last time we went to Disney California Adventures and did the Animation Academy, we actually drew Pluto and took a picture with Pluto with our drawings, and so this is kind of special, and it's really lightweight and a good size mug. Remember how I said I don't have any normal size glasses, and I pretty much only have plastic cups, like party cups or mugs. So I picked up this glass set, a 4 16-ounce glass set, and it's a Mickey Mouse set. And the great thing about this was it was on clearance at Box Lunch, and they had a clearance sale where it was buy one, get one free off clearance. And so I actually got this in a shirt that I already gifted to my sister. And this is a tumbler set, and as you guys can see, you can't really see, but here's the 4 on the back. And it has 2 Mickey heads and 2 full body Mickeys on here. And then the back of them, I'll turn one around here, has Mickey Mouse's signature on them. So I thought this was cute. It's kind of a set. Me and my boyfriend are only 2 people, so we don't really use a lot of glasses and things like that. But this will be cute, kind of just either to display or have for when guests come over. Or Gumbo can drink water out of them, because he wants to be a civilized boy. So the next box lunch haul that I'm doing, I went in for 1 item and it came out with like 6 items, and there's a really good reason to this, and I'm going to tell you right now. I went into the store and they were having a promo off for apparel, and it was buy one get one 40% off on apparel, which I went in for an apparel item. However, they had these Star Wars bags in the front, and the thing was, if you buy this Star Wars bag, the bag and everything you put in it was 30% off. So it was like, if I get more things and I find more things that I really like, it would be a better idea to do this. And so I went around the store, and of course I found things that I thought I couldn't live without. So I'll go ahead and show you what's in it, and then I'll show you the tote as well. So the first thing is what I actually came into box lunch for. I wanted this sweatshirt. So the first time I went to the store, they didn't have my size. So I went online and they didn't have the sweatshirt, but I really wanted it. So I went in the second time, and thank the Lord they had my size. And it is the Great Outdoors Mickey Mouse sweatshirt. And here, let me show you. Sorry, Gumbo, I'm gonna have to block you a little bit. It's the Great Outdoors, and it's Mickey Mouse kind of in his camping gear, and he's whistling, and it's really cute. On the side, it has a patch that says Mickey Mouse, the Great Outdoors, with a, it's kind of like a fake leather patch with a tree in the middle, and it doesn't have anything on the back except for some of Gumbo's jewel stain right there. And I really like this. It's really soft and fleecy on the inside, and I love the outdoors, and I love hiking, especially with my dog. So I really wanted to get this because it was something I could wear outside, and it fit kind of the nature vibe, but it was still Disney. And I think this would be really cute to wear to like Animal Kingdom, except it's Florida and it's really hot there, and I live in the Pacific Northwest where it's cold, so I would probably never wear a sweatshirt in Florida unless I lived there forever and thought it was cold at 60 degrees, which that's heaven to me. And so that was the first thing. The second thing was another apparel item that I found, and it was a t-shirt, and it is a Mickey Mouse and Pluto t-shirt, and it says Walt Disney Society Dog Show, and it has kind of Mickey grooming up Pluto, and Pluto's kind of like coughing with the perfume, which I think is really cute. And it's a dog show shirt. Of course, Pluto was being entered into this dog show, but I just think it's really cute, and it's, again, it's Pluto and Mickey, which are my favorite 2 dog and Disney dog duo in terms of owners, and I just like it. It's kind of a blue, it's kind of a fun shirt, and it shows my love for dogs and Disney. Do you see how stoic he is right now? Actually, he's kind of over it. And the next things I got were some Pop Funkos to add to my collection. So the first one is Olaf with kittens, and it is from Olaf's Frozen Adventures. And they showed that in front of Coco, and I went and watched it, and I cried in Coco. I didn't cry in Olaf's Frozen Adventure, but it made me really happy because, I don't know, I love Christmas, and I'm not a huge Frozen fan, but I do really love Christmas and the whole looking for traditions, and we have a bunch of Christmas traditions of our own, so it was kind of special for Olaf to go out and find. And obviously he like has his little beanie on with his little kittens, and I mean, puppies would have been better, right, Gumbo? But kittens are cute too, and I love cats. I'm really allergic to cats, so I can't have any cats of my own, but I do really love my friends' cats and things like that. So there's Olaf. The next Pop Funko that I got is a Porg. And so we went and saw the Star Wars movie, and the Porgs, I wish they were bigger in the movie. I was thinking they were gonna be, it was gonna be like an ultimate Chewie sidekick, which he kind of was, but it was more like he just annoyed and followed Chewie around. But the Porgs are really cute, and they're kind of like penguins, like land penguins or puffins or something, and they scream and they make the cutest noises, and I really want one now. Gumbo, do we need a pet porg? Gumbo, do we need a pet porg? What do you think? You would probably chase it around because he loves to chase birds. So then we got a porg. And the last thing I got besides the bag, which took up probably half of the bag, and the reason I got this was because I'd been eyeing it forever, but I never actually took the plunge to get it, is the giant Pop Funko the red one from Lilo and Stitch. This is kind of like his little rocket blaster, not his big spaceship, but his little tiny cruiser spaceship. And this is a huge Pop Funko. I've always wanted one of these really big ones, and it comes obviously like on a little stand because it's supposed to be like floating. And if you couldn't tell, I also love Lilo and Stitch. I was born in Hawaii, I have family in Hawaii, and I go visit Hawaii quite often. And the last thing I got was the Star Wars tote, which I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I know a lot of people are. I go and watch the movies when they come out because my boyfriend's into them, and I've watched all the movies, except I don't thoroughly understand the whole Star Wars thing to the extent because it's like a whole nother universe. And this is a Loungefly Star Wars canvas tote, and it's a really, really sturdy canvas tote too, so I'll probably use this or gift it to someone who really likes Star Wars. Alright, and the last thing is a very, very special thing, and this was from the Disneyland parks. I haven't been since September, but I met, when I was there in September, okay, I need to tell a backstory. When I was there in September, it was the first week they had all the Halloween decorations up, and so we were riding the Haunted Mansion with the holiday overlay, and it was a huge, huge line. Like, we had a fast pass for it, but we still ended up waiting probably 45 minutes to an hour in the fast pass line because they were just so backed up with people. And the ride kept breaking down, which of course it's Disney and it's Haunted Mansion, so that's always going to happen. And it actually broke down when we were on there. So we get into this line, and there's two ladies in front of us, and we're talking. We're like, wow, is this the Fast Pass line? We're trying to make sure we're in the right line, and they turn around, they're like, yeah, this is the Fast Pass line. And so we start talking to these two ladies in front of us, and we're kind of chatting, and we find out they're cast members from the Disney College program. And, you know, they complimented me on my ears that I made. I don't think I was wearing this one. I think I was wearing my up ones or my tangled ones. I'm not quite sure which ones I was wearing. But I was wearing my ears. They were complimenting me, and I said I'd made them on my own, and they were really into the ears, and they were like, well, can we add you on Facebook and ask you to make this ears? And I was like, oh yeah, sure, that's fine. And so one of the girls I found on Facebook, and we added each other, and we're just talking, casually talking while we're in the line, and it's really cool. And I pretty much made a for life Disney friend that works there. Like, how freaking cool is that? Like, that is how great Disney is, that you just find people in the ride queue, the wait, and you become friends with them. So me and this girl, we've talked on Facebook, we've messaged a bunch. I'm not going to say her name in case anyone like wants to go stalk her, but she was really sweet because when there were a couple things I really wanted from Disney during the holidays, she was able to go and pick them up for me and actually mail them to me, which I was really eternally thankful for her doing. She went and like ran around the parks and was messaging me on Facebook and showing me all the things that they had. So I have a giant box from her, and the reason this box is so big is because there's one item in here that kind of takes up half the box that wasn't really collapsible. And so I opened the box just now. Oh, it's okay, bud. Sit. I opened the box just now, and I'm going to kind of dig in and show you. I haven't really opened it and looked at all the stuff yet. So, of course, she had to add in the Disney Parks shopping bags, which I love, and I love these so much. And so the first things in here, this is the first thing I wanted her to go pick up for me at Disney California Adventures, and it is the Monsters University Spirit Jersey. What do you think, Gumbo? There's no food in there. And I love the Spirit jerseys. When I went to Disneyland in September, that was when they had first released all of their Spirit jerseys, like the main prints, and I really wanted one. However, we were in a rush, and we were trying to catch the bus back to our hotel, and so I didn't have time to look at Downtown Disney right before we left. And when I did have a chance, they didn't have the aqua one in the size that I wanted, so I was really bummed I didn't get one. And I think the next time I go in February, I really want to either get that teal one or the rose gold one if they have it in stock. But this one I love because it doesn't scream Disneyland or Disney World, because I love both parks, even though Disneyland is my home park right now. But this one has Monsters University, and it has MU on the front, and I love it because the quality of these jerseys, I mean, yes, they're expensive, but the quality is so nice, and I think I want to collect a Spirit jersey from like all of the parks that have them. I know Aulani has one now, and Disneyland and Disney World. I don't know if the other parks, the international parks, have them, but I really want to get a Walt Disney World one and then a Disneyland one when I go next time in this year. The next thing I got, which is kind of past due because I got this during the holiday season, is a Disney Mickey kind of castle Christmas sweater print shirt. And the reason I got this in the shirt, they had a sweatshirt version and it was gray, but the reason I got this in a shirt is because, like I said, when I go to Disneyland and Disney World, you know I'm a tourist and you know I'm not a native because I wear short sleeves. I am cold all the time, but I also live in the Pacific Northwest where we think 60 degrees is like shorts weather. Like we wear t-shirts and tank tops and short pants, like that is summer when it turns 60. And currently it's been about 40s here and rainy, where in Florida it's like 60, in California it's like 70. So when I go, I wear short sleeves. So there's no way I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt to Disney. And you know, you always see the natives with like their long sleeve sweaters like I'm wearing now, and it's 60 degrees and hot and I'm sweating in a t-shirt. Well, yeah, so I got the t-shirt version. Of course, I'm not going to wear it until the next holiday season, which is fine because by then they'll have new merch that I'll want to, but then I'll also have this from the year before. And another thing that my friend picked up for me were the rose gold mini ears. Yes, this is the new craze and I want that rose gold spirit jersey, but she was able to find these right when they restocked, and this was about a couple weeks ago, so they were still in high demand there. I know they're in stock at a lot more places at Disney now because they've kind of, not the craze has gone down, but they're not as new and limited anymore. But yeah, the rose gold ears, so I can't wait to wear these on my next trip, and then hopefully I'll have the rose gold spirit jersey as well. Okay, and here's the big item, big ticket item, and I have to get it out of the bubble wrap, so give me a minute here. Okay, so she packaged that up really good, and now I have a lot of bubble wrap for if I need to mail anything, but oh wow, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was. And are you guys ready? Da, 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 da. It's the AT-AT popcorn bucket. And the story behind this, and I know I just said I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but the reason she got me this was because I originally wanted the Pluto popcorn bucket. And because Pluto is my dog and my man, and they didn't have any when she went to the parks, and I was really bummed, and it was like really close to the end of the holidays, so I knew they weren't going to have probably any more restocked anytime soon. Can you sit? Good boy. Put your hat back on. And so she said, well, they just came out with the AT-AT buckets. What do you want one? And I said, well, you know, AT-ATs are kind of the dog version in Star Wars, and I like to think they're like giant robotic dogs, and they look really cool, and I know they're for the bad guys, but whatever. And this thing is huge. I don't know how big the Pluto popcorn buckets are, and I'm gonna be quite honest with you, I've never had popcorn at Disney. I don't know why. It's not a snack I go for. I know the lines are always long, so it must mean that they're really good, but I don't go and get popcorn from Disney. But I wanted to get the popcorn bucket. So I told her, hey, can you get me this popcorn bucket? You can eat the popcorn. You don't have to like send the popcorn to me. And I always think the popcorn buckets make really cool kind of decorations. Are you getting comfy? Can you sit? Good boy. Yeah, I know. You're tired. He's tired. He wants to really just lay down most of the time, so then when I make him sit on a chair, he's kind of like, well, can I get down and lay down? And so we're almost done, buddy. And so these make really good decorations, and they have movable legs, so that's really cool. And I know a lot of the features don't have really cool features like this, and the head kind of turns like this, and you got a little, oh, and the little rocket, the little shooters on the side move. Wow, they put a lot of work into here. And so I got this as a display. My boyfriend loves Star Wars, so I kind of actually got this as a gift for him. And the popcorn actually opens up back here. And you could put a lot of things in here. I mean, this is a lot of popcorn. But I think they put the bucket in here, the little cup in here, right? So yeah, now it comes with a little Star Wars lanyard, which I could use for like pins if I didn't want it on my AT-AT. Also, is it called AT-AT or is it called AT-AT? I don't know. I think my boyfriend said it was AT-AT. But I know people call it AT-AT, so I'm not sure. Someone tell me in the comments below. So yeah, it kind of looks like Gumbo, doesn't he? He could be like a little AT-AT. Do you think so? Okay, actually, lies. There's one more thing from eBay on here that I found actually in the bottom of one of my bags that I put in there to keep it protected. And it's in bubble wrap, so I'm going to open it. Gumbo. Wait, it is the last item. And this is the item I honestly am the most excited for probably in this haul. Ta-da! yeah, it's a Lady and the Tramp plate. And the cool thing about this is it's a decorative plate, so it's not something you eat out of, obviously, but it's 3D. A lot of the decorative plates, it's actually painted on the plate itself. But this one is 3D, so it has kind of that element, as you can see from the side. And this is the scene at the end of Lady and the Tramp when they're celebrating Christmas, and they have the puppies, and Jock is in his little sweater, and Trusty has his little cast on, and then they have Danielle, Annette, and Colette, and then they also have Scamp down here with the sweater, and there's Lady and Tramp. And what's really cool about these are actually limited edition, and they have info on the back, and they write which plate number. So I have 2,688 out of 7,500, and they have a little thing to hang it if you want to hang it, or I kind of got a mount, like an easel to place it on. And it says, for ornamental use only, not intended to use with food, plate may poison food. I thought that was kind of funny, and I know these were made a long time ago. I don't know exactly when, but they have a bunch of these for a bunch of different movies, and I think I got this for about $30 on eBay, and then probably like $7 to ship it or something like that. So I thought this was really cool, and I want to collect more of these. I think they even have more Lady and the Tramp versions. Okay, so that's it for our haul. I hope you really enjoyed the stuff that we got, and I really love filming these hauls and watching hauls, and I'm sure we'll be back with another haul probably in the next month or so, and with a bunch more stuff. I have a collective pin haul that I have coming from pins that I've bought on eBay and on Facebook groups, so I'll be showing that as well with close-ups of the pins. And hi, buddy. And so if you really like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you guys are interested in seeing more Disney content, more dog content, hit the subscribe button wherever. And thanks for bearing with me while we kind of figure out like a new location. I'm here in the living room now, how to film, how to edit these videos, and how to put them on YouTube. So thanks for being patient with me, and Gumbo for being very patient for just sitting here. He does get quite tired sitting, as which is hard to believe because he's quite hot. He is quite the sweet dog, but he is quite lazy in the house, and he does like to just lay down, and he can't really lay down on the chairs here. So he's been very patient with his big hat here, so he's gonna go take a nap, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.